This is Jeopardy! Welcome to Jeopardy, the WDWNT edition, where we have 3 Disney Parks fans here tonight with us, and we will be playing our very own version of Jeopardy, where all the questions are somewhat tangentially Disney Parks related. I'm Jason Diffendale, your host. Let's introduce our contestants. Chris.
Hi, everybody.
Gabe.
Good night, everyone.
And Lucas.
How's it going, guys?
And Michael, let's set up the game board. Our categories are breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert, where every correct answer will begin with the letter D, and leftovers, which is questions we had left over. We'll start the game with Chris in control of the board. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. I'll do dessert for 100.
This attraction was moved from its original location and doubled its ride capacity for peanuts.
Lucas.
What is Dumbo the Flying Elephant?
That's correct. Lucas, you're in control.
I'll take leftovers for 100.
The original Epcot icon for this pavilion can be found in the middle of the gravity wheel in Mission Space.
Lucas.
What is Horizons?
That's correct. Go ahead, Lucas.
Leftovers for 2.
While walking in the village, this former Maelstrom highlight can be found in a frame.
Lucas.
What is the 3-headed troll?
I think we'll take it. Yes. We were just looking for a troll, but very good.
Leftovers for 3.
A nautilus can be seen in the tree outside of this attraction.
Gabe.
What is the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh?
That's correct. Go ahead, Gabe. You're in control.
Sure. Leftovers for 400.
This character survived his encounter, but then became a level 1 criminal.
Gabe.
Who is Skippy?
That's correct.
And let's finish it off.
Most of the animatronics on the Zippity Lady are from this former attraction.
Lucas.
What is America Sings?
Absolutely right. That finishes off that category. Lucas, you're in the lead with 900. Gabe with 700. Chris still at 0. And Lucas, you're in control of the board. Make a selection.
Dessert for 2.
With all these food questions, you might want to look into getting this on your next vacation to Walt Disney World.
Chris.
The Disney dining plan?
That's correct. Go ahead, Chris. Your selection.
Dessert 300.
While getting some ice cream on Main Street, offer some to these characters.
Gabe.
Who are the citizens of Main Street?
Sorry, not correct.
Lucas.
Who are the Dapper Dans?
The Dapper Dans, that's right. The correct answers begin with a D, remember, Gabe. Go ahead, Lucas. You're in control.
D for 4.
An homage to this slow-moving, easy-to-digest attraction can be found on the Double D batteries located in the queue of the attraction that replaced it.
Gabe.
What is Delta Dream Flight?
That's correct.
And let's, again, 500 for dessert.
Do us one better and answer this question with why is this Marvel cinematic character? The answer we were looking for, who is Drax the Destroyer? I think that was a Michael invention question there. Let's see. Gabe is in control.
Sure, let's go with breakfast for 100.
Breakfast for 1. This is the only restaurant with character breakfast in Animal Kingdom.
Lucas.
What is Tusker House?
That's correct. Lucas, you're in control.
Let's do snack for 1.
Stitch must have stopped at Casey's for one of these as a snack in between escapes.
Chris.
Chili dog. What is a chili dog?
Correct. Chris is in control.
Snack for 200.
This dinosaur may want to make a snack out of 12 wandering time tourists.
Chris.
Carnotaurus. What is a Carnotaurus?
Correct. Chris still in control.
Snack for 300.
Not sure if it qualifies as a snack, a dessert, or a meal, but the kitchen sink sundae at this ice cream shop probably has more calories than you should eat in a week.
Gabe.
What is beaches and cream?
You got it. Beaches and cream at Disney's Beach Club Resort. Gabe in control.
Snack for 4.
Pongu Pongu in Pandora is the only place to get this popular pineapple spring roll snack.
Gabe.
What is the lumpia?
You got it, Lumpia.
500.
For a very limited time, you could snack on poop brownies from this Animal Kingdom location.
Gabe.
What is Zuri's sweets?
That's correct. Gabe with 2,000, Lucas at 1,300, Chris at 500. We're about halfway through this round, and Gabe is in control.
Breakfast for 2.
For a quick grab-and-go breakfast in the Magic Kingdom, pick up your Starbucks here.
Lucas.
What is the Main Street Bakery?
That's correct. Lucas now in control.
Breakfast for 3.
At breakfast at Kona Cafe, be sure to have this decadent alliterative special.
Lucas.
What is Tonga Toast?
Tonga Toast.
Breakfast for 4.
These two anthropomorphized breakfast foods cracked corny jokes in Kitchen Cabaret.
Gabe.
What are ham and eggs?
Correctamundo. Gabe in control.
Breakfast for 5.
You can swoon over Flynn Rider at the character breakfast at this resort restaurant.
Gabe.
What was that sound?
Ignore the sound.
Okay. That is the at the boardwalk. It is oh no. Oh gosh.
Sorry, Gabe, we're looking for more than just the name of the resort.
The Italian
Lucas.
What is Trattoria Al Forno?
Lucas has got it. Lucas, you're in control.
Let's do lunch for 300.
Lunch can come with afternoon tea at the Garden View Tea Room at this resort.
Lucas.
What is the Grand Floridian?
That's correct.
Lunch for 4.
The first one of these opened in 2004 in what was then Downtown Disney. It's named for the inventor of a classic lunch food.
Gabe.
What is the Earl of Sandwich?
That's correct. And the one in downtown Disney, in Disneyland, is going to close very soon. Gabe, you're in control.
Lunch for 5.
That's a daily double.
Oh,
Gabe,
no.
you have 2,300 just behind Lucas at 2,600.
Let's wager 1,000.
Have lunch with an Imagineer in the bamboo room of this restaurant.
Oh well. What is it's Sanaa. What is Sanaa?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
The correct answer is the Brown Derby.
I knew they okay. Bamboo room. There we go.
Okay, Gabe, you're still in control.
All right. Dinner for 4.
The outdoor dinner show at Fort Wilderness.
Gabe.
What is Mickey's Backyard Barbecue?
That's correct. Go ahead, Gabe, you're in control.
Dinner for 5.
These 2 alliterative restaurants will serve you dinner made with food that is cultivated inside the same Epcot pavilion where they are housed.
Lucas.
What are Sunshine Seasons and the Garden Grill?
You got them both. Very good. And that puts you in control of the board, Lucas.
Let's do dinner for 3.
After the release of Lilo and Stitch, the Polynesian luau was renamed to this and incorporated a song from the film.
Chris.
What is Ohana?
Nope.
Gabe.
What is the Spirit of Aloha dinner show?
That's what we're looking for. Gabe, you're in control.
Dinner for 2.
If Disney's signature dining options aren't expensive enough for you, sit down to a pricey dinner at this AAA 5-diamond restaurant.
Lucas.
What is Victoria and Albert's?
That's right. Lucas,
What?
your choice.
Lunch for 2.
These 2 attractions sit above the lunching pad in Tomorrowland.
Was Gabe.
What are the Tomorrowland People Mover and the Astro Orbiter?
That's correct. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority people mover, but we'll take it. Gabe, you're in control.
Lunch for 1.
You can get a variety of African-inspired dishes here, but the bread service might be filling enough for lunch.
It's Lucas.
What is Sanaa?
That's correct. You also might find an Imagineer there. Or not.
Probably not.
One
Let's finish
question.
it up.
Breakfast and lunch here are quick service, but the dining room proudly presents your dinner as table service.
Chris.
What is Be Our Guest?
That's correct. And that will close it out for round 1 of Jeopardy. We have Chris with $300, Gabe with $2,200, and Lucas with $3,400. So we will be starting round 2, and Chris will be in control of the board for round 2. Here are your categories. Something completely different. This category is going to ask you about an attraction that replaced a former attraction. Studio 89, all about Hollywood studios. Resort hopping, Pop Century. Have a Heart Man. This is our featured staff member, Nathan Hartman, going to be reading the questions all about himself. According to the lyrics, these are questions based on song lyrics from Disney attractions. And Who Still Needs Tom? Things that happened while Tom was in a different country. So let's go with Chris. You're in control. Why don't you make the first selection?
Pop Century 200.
Pop for 2. Pop Century falls within this resort area.
Gabe.
What is Hourglass Lake?
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Lucas.
What is the Animal Kingdom Resort area?
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Chris.
What is the Wide World of Sports area?
That's what we're looking for, the Wide World of Sports resort area. Who knew? Go ahead, Chris.
Pop Century 400.
Pop for 4. Pop's 3 pools include the Hippy Dippy pool, the computer pool, and a pool shaped like this.
Gabe.
What is the bowling ball pool?
I'm sorry, that's
The bowling
not
pin.
it.
Pin.
The bowling pin pool is what we're looking for. We will take that. Gabe, you're in control.
Pop for 6.
Pop for 6. The year Pop Century opened.
Gabe.
What is 2003?
I think that's right. Very late in 2003. Gabe, you're in control.
Pop for 8.
Gabe gets another daily double. Gabe, you're only 200 behind the leader. That's very close to the differential last time you got a daily double. You've got 3,000. Lucas has 3,200.
Let's do 300.
300 for the Pop Century $800 question. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
While the existing buildings are dedicated to the classic years of the 50s to the 90s, the buildings dedicated to these years, the 1900s to the 40s, were never finished.
What are the early years?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We're looking for the legendary years. Although they were earlier. Let's see. Gabe is in control.
Pop for 1,000.
Pop Century's food court is known for this dessert. It's the only place in all of Walt Disney World that serves it.
Chris.
What is tie-dye cheesecake?
You got it. Chris, you're in control.
According to the lyrics, 200, please.
America sails across the sky after spreading her golden wings on this.
Lucas.
What is the American Adventure?
Yeah, but that's not the that's the attraction, but that's not the answer to the question.
What is-
Sorry. You,
Gabe.
What is your golden wind?
I'm sorry, that's
No.
not the right answer either, but it's a little closer. Chris, you want to take a shot? Sail on freedom's wind
Okay.
across the sky.
Chris, you still have control.
Yep.
Okay. Lyrics, 400, please.
Try this again. In Phantasmic, you will find these types of visions leading to strange and wondrous dreams.
Lucas.
What are visions fantastic?
That's right. Lucas in control.
Let's do lyrics for 6.
In Rivers of Light, we are one with these bodies of water.
Gabe.
What are the oceans?
That's right, the oceans. Gabe in control.
Lyrics for 8.
This is where the birds are going to wind up if the Tiki Room show doesn't fill you with pleasure and glee.
Gabe.
What is a lady's hat?
That's right. Going to wind up on the lady's hat.
And let's finish it off.
In the Country Bear Jamboree, Brother Ted is on the corn jug, and this other instrument he plays with the handle of a hoe.
Gabe.
What is the washboard?
You got it, the washboard. snuck it in just in time. Gabe, that puts you at 4,900. Lucas with 3,400 and Chris with 1,500. It's still anybody's game. Gabe, you're in control. Why don't you make a selection?
Studio 89 for 2.
Disney MGM Studios had this many attractions on opening day. The correct answer is 2. Believe it or not. Gabe, you're still in control.
Studio for 4.
This was the first new attraction added after opening day. Later in 1989. The Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Gabe's still in control.
Let's do Who Still Needs Tom for 2.
The Maleficent Dragon float from this parade caught fire.
Lucas.
What is Festival of Fantasy?
That's correct. Lucas, that puts you in control.
Let's go back to studio for 600.
You could visit this bakery on opening day. It finally closed last year.
Lucas.
What is starring roles?
You got it.
Same topic for 800.
You could grab a cocktail here on opening day. Soon you'll need to pay $33,000 to have a drink in this same location.
Chris.
What is the Catwalk Bar?
The Catwalk Bar is correct. Chris, you're in control.
Something Different 200.
Kitchen Cabaret.
Lucas.
What is Food Rocks?
That's correct. Uh-oh.
Is everything okay?
Technical difficulties, I think.
Michael is having technical difficulties.
Okay.
Oh, he's telling me that's not the right answer.
Aha.
Okay. So,
I believe we're looking for what is currently in this
Currently
location.
Oh.
Gabe.
What is Soren?
the Soren Q is
Sure.
what's in Kitchen Cabaret's base. Food Rocks was there, but is not currently there. So that Soren is the right answer. All right, now that we got that figured out, Gabe is in control.
Who still needs Tom for 4?
You won't hear ketchup in this restaurant anymore.
Gabe.
What is Whispering Canyon Cafe at the Wilderness Lodge?
That's correct.
For 6?
This resort was recently struck by lightning.
Gabe.
What is the Yacht Club?
That's correct. Gabe in control.
For 8?
Tom's not the only thing from Florida that's going to Paris. It was announced that this attraction will be copied across the pond.
Chris.
What is Mickey's PhilharMagic?
That is correct. Go ahead, Chris. You're in control.
Tom for 1,000.
It's our second daily double. Chris, you are in last place with 3,100. Gabe is in the lead with 6,100. And Lucas is in the middle with 4,000.
Let's make it a true daily double.
3,100. Chris will take the lead if he gets this correct. Deadpool overtook Marvel in the weekend box office standing, but both films feature this actor.
Who is Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin is correct. Very good. You have now taken the lead by $100, and you have control of the board.
Something completely different, 400.
Superstar Television.
Gabe.
Frozen for the first time in forever.
That's correct. Gabe, you're in control.
600.
Sounds dangerous.
Chris.
What is Path of the Jedi?
That's correct. Both attractions no one ever goes to see.
Different, 800.
Mission to Mars, the one in the Magic Kingdom.
Lucas.
What is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor?
That is not correct.
Gabe.
What is the Stitch Encounter, which is the name of the meet and greet?
Yep, that's right. We will take it. That or Stitch's Great Escape. Yes. At least we still have an attraction at Disneyland. They have a restaurant. Gabe, you're in control.
Something completely different for 1,000.
Superstar Limo.
Gabe.
Monsters Inc. Monster. Does it have a specific name?
Does it have a specific?
There is more to the correct answer than what you've stated.
And does it have a specific? Is at least in the form of a question, but it's not the answer we're looking for.
Lucas has this at the
Go
moment.
ahead, Lucas.
Okay.
What is Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue?
That's the full name of the attraction. Yes. All right, Lucas, you're in control, and you're down by 2,600 from Chris in the lead.
Let's do Studio 89 for 1,000.
This Streetmosphere character, who is also the proprietor of a shop near the park's entrance, performed in the park from its opening until 2005.
Gabe.
Who is Sid Kahanga?
That's correct. And that, I believe, puts Gabe in the lead by 500 with 7,300. Chris at 6,800. Lucas at 4,200. We have one category left. That features our very own Nathan Hartman. So that means I'm pretty much done talking.
Last but not least, it's me.
Let's see. Gabe, you're in control. Pick a dollar value.
200.
When I rode this classic Fantasyland attraction 3 times on my first visit to Walt Disney World, thankfully, I made it back from Neverland.
Lucas.
What is Peter Pan's Flight?
Yeah, that is correct.
400.
This is my favorite resort, despite the fact that the Beatles broke up there.
Gabe.
What is the Polynesian village? And I'm with
That
you,
is
man.
correct.
600.
My first experience on this Hollywood Studios ride had me in a cold sweat, not because I was scared, but because I had a fever, yet I refused to leave till the day was done.
Chris.
What is Tower of Terror?
That is correct. It was a weird ride.
Part 800.
In 1994, I got to enjoy this ride on its last year of operation.
Lucas.
What is Horizons?
That is incorrect.
Chris.
What is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
That is correct.
Part 1000.
This Disney Parks show was a favorite of me, a young Nathan, and it ran from 1990 to 96, starring the Disney Afternoon TV lineup and the mouse himself. And the answer is Mickey's Magical TV World.
Mm-mm.
Everybody. DuckTales, Tailspin, they were all there.
All right, that finishes up the double Jeopardy round. Chris is in the lead with $8,200. Gabe is a close second with $7,700. And Lucas bringing up the rear with $3,600. Moving into Final Jeopardy, it still is anybody's game. And here we go. Our Final Jeopardy category is Just Ellen.
Oh boy.
Make your wagers, please, on a sheet of paper. Hopefully you have one nearby. If not, we'll wait.
Let's see.
I was supposed to tell you all this at the beginning of the show. And we thought Gabe knew because he played this before.
Yeah, it was kind of last minute. Let's see. This is a desk. You'd think I'd have something.
Jason, while we're searching for papers and wagers, do we have anything to plug at the moment?
Oh, sure we do. If you're just tuning in now, that means you just missed Park Center at 9 p.m. Our newest weekly show, Park Center, covers the seven top news articles of the week in 30 minutes flat. That airs live on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and then you can catch the video Thursday mornings on WDWNT.com. Also, the Studio 89 category is sponsored by Stage 89, the fantastic celebration of Disney's Hollywood Studios' 30th anniversary taking place in May 2019, brought to you by WDW Celebrations and WDW News Today. Check it out at stage89.com. And while you're still looking for something else to do, if you can't make it in May, maybe you can make it this December for WDWNT's event Wreck the Halls, December 5th through the 9th, 2018, where we will be having fun in Disney World with all of your WDWNT fans and on-air personalities, as well as a lot of staff members are coming to that as well. So it'll be a huge amount of fun while we wreck some halls, probably most likely in Bay Lake Tower, where we're going to be up in one of the grand villas. Check that out at events.wdwnt.com. All right, everybody has your wager written down. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. The category Just Ellen. Here's your Final Jeopardy answer. In this infamous picture, these are the only two parts that were actually saved from the attraction.
Do we have to write it?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right. Does everybody have an answer written down?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Let's start with Lucas, who was in third place at 3,600. Lucas, what was your wager? 3,600. He wagered everything. And Lucas, what was your answer? What are the costume and the face? I'm sorry, that's not correct. Lucas, that puts you down to $0. You will be going home with some fantastic parting gifts. I don't know what they are, but we'll get you something for sure. Let's move over to Gabe, who was in second place with $7,700. Gabe, what was your wager?
I did this wager. I mean, just because I could, and I thought that it was a cool number. So
7,100. And you also said the shirt and the face, which is not the correct answer. Gabe, that puts you down to $600. Chris, you were in the lead, made a stellar comeback in Double Jeopardy, and ended up with $8,200. What did you wager?
I put 2,500. I'm not sure. There we go.
2,500. Okay. And
25.
what was your answer to the question?
And I said, what are pants and
The
shirt?
pants and the shirt, and that is the correct answer. The only two things in that picture that are authentic from the attraction are the brown pants and the red shirt. The face is not actually from the attraction. It's kind of scary. And although Ellen was kind of scary in that attraction, I don't remember her being quite that scary. So, Chris, your $2,500 puts you at $10,700 and our Jeopardy champion for this edition of Jeopardy, the WDWNT edition.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for playing, Chris, Gabe, and Lucas. You'll all be getting some fabulous prizes in the mail in 6 to 8 months, thanks to our shipping partner, Nick Cicero. So watch out for those sometime around the end of this year. Thanks, everybody who's watching. And stay tuned for next month's edition of Jeopardy. It will be in our calendar that shows up at the bottom of WDWNT.com and keeps you abreast of all of our current shows that are being broadcast live. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.